Okay, we are back. I did want to play this during the week, but there wasn't really a very good opportunity, and also it's been warm. Mainly there just wasn't a good opportunity though. I mean, it being warm doesn't stop me, because it could be... It's not too bad today actually. But, yeah. So where we left it was that I was about to go to the aerodrome. I haven't got all the gambits because there are loads of gambit targets. I could not afford all of them, but I've gotten a lot of them. So it's pretty good. My party currently is on Fran and Bosch. So let's go to Pujeba. When I get into the Lucy mines there, I'll probably do some grinding after I've done the story bits. We'll see. I'm ready. I'm really ready. And here we see...
Wow. This is the Stroud.
I'd forgotten the cockpit's pink. Or maybe they've changed it. I don't think they've changed it, I've just forgotten.
Cheap airship enough for you?
The Straw. You really are a sky pirate.
Well, the headhunters seem to think so. What's a good word? Is she ready?
Of course. No.
So is she armed? How fast is she? Could you take the Ifrit?
I suppose I could tell you, but... Wouldn't you rather see for yourself?
Oh, hey, Brony. You might approve of the shirt I have on.
Fran, our course.
The shortest way, Silvador Stonis.
How flies, Boucheva?
Oh, she's free as can be, for now. The Empire took notice when they announced the princess's unfortunate suicide in your time execution.
If it becomes known that I'm alive, the Marquis will lose their favor.
They try to steer clear of such things. Right, it's time to fly. And no wagging tongues or you'll like to bite them off.
I'm coming.
And away we go! Of course, in true Final Fantasy fashion, we don't get to control this thing until near the end of the game. Because that would be too easy. What, like, ridiculously over
Into our feeding, yes.
bulky
I have my
manacles?
brother. She eats well. See that she does. We need her alive. Balthier's bait must be fresh.
I keep trying to tell you. I barely even know who Balthier is.
My brother, a message come from Ravenaster.
There was some clipping there. Her chest was going through her arm.
The sky city of the Sherpa. Barely know, was it? Yet Alatracy goes bounding off for you. Tell me, how could that be?
That's what I'd like to know. I just met him that one time and that's
Does
it.
that tongue never stop? What if we plucked it from your head? As for you, we need Balthier alive. His corpse fetches but half the bounty. A tender beaten, my specialty.
There's no fun for
Beatens.
it. He's out a scream or two. Where are you?
In the sky. Beer and Google ads. I don't control the ads, so you know. If I did, you wouldn't be getting a beer ad. Not because I have an objection to beer, or you know. Hi, Jade. Heavy breathing.
No good, he's not here. Keep searching. This way.
You're a dead man. Don't forget it. And no names.
Of course.
Hi, I'm Anana. Yes. Who are they looking for? Probably Lamont. I think they might be looking for Lamont. Svagatam Traveller. Guards appointed by the traffic away. Badra. Yeah. We have a Mughal. You tend to notice the pom-poms before the rest of them. Oh noes. Right, well, okay, let's activate the escape crystal. A strong mist prevents teleportation, of course it does. How convenient. That's the game's way of saying, we're going to lock you here for the moment. The mist just happens to be strong right now. The Sky City of Pesheba.
The Lusu mines are just up ahead. Though, I do hear there's not much left there these days.
You're on your way to the mines?
Hello, Lamont. Best guest party
Then
member.
please allow me to accompany you. I have an errand to attend to there.
What manner of errand?
What errand? I might ask the same of you.
His hair's about the same length as mine.
Come on then.
What?
Excellent.
Do me a favor and stay where I can keep my eye on you. Should be less trouble that way.
I think Balthier knows exactly who he
For us
is.
both.
So what's your name?
Oh, I'm Lamont.
Sure,
Don't worry.
I'm convinced.
I don't know what's in that mine, Lamont, but you're in good hands. Right, Bosch?
Whoops. Well done, Varn. Well done. You'll soon encounter a Cartographer's Guild Moogle. I've got the book just here so I can glance at it. Shouldn't need to too much. Hello. Hello, hello. Gimme. Yes. I'll take the Bujeba one. Presumably the expense of the map is based on how many Moogles died mapping it. That's what I'm going to go with, which is why the mines are a lot more expensive. Protectives. Weapons. Magics. Anything I don't have. And also can afford. Shell and Protect. Kinda want both of those. Have I got anything I can sell? Eesh. Is that enough? For the 250 each they were. Just scrape together the money I need for these. Can anyone even use them? Probably not. Let's check friends' licenses. No, because Pinello's the white mage. So Pinello will be the one who can use them. Eesh. Still worth having them. That means as soon as I've got Pinello, I can try and... How much LP these two have got? It's like... What's the word I want? There's a particular word I want. Oh yeah, the Firefly. Yeah. The Firefly is useful. Because there are points in the game where some enemies have level attacks, like level 5 death and that sort of thing. Particularly Gilgamesh has a bunch of those. Spoilers, there's a Gilgamesh fight in this game. And so when you're level grinding, if a character is at a level that's immune to all of those, you want to keep them there. Otherwise, if you're grinding, you might level them up too far and they get into one where they can be hit. So the Firefly does have its uses. Anything interesting in the techniques? I'm not going to be able to buy any because I've only got 7 gil, but I just want to have a look. Charge. That's expensive. I've been nowhere close to affording that. Probably when I come back from the mines. I think they're the petitioner for a hunt, possibly. Someone around here is. His little legs going. Right. Now it's well worth making use of Lamont to do some level grinding. I think he leaves the party. Oh, he doesn't leave until okay. He doesn't leave immediately after you finish the sequence with Begamnon, so I can go through that sequence and then probably backtrack. I'll probably just grind while I'm in here rather than trying anything fancy.
The Lusu Mines, one of the richest veins in Ivalice.
Under Imperial Guard, no doubt.
Actually, no. With but few exceptions, the Imperial Army is not permitted within Bougerba. Well, shall we proceed?
knowledgeable little dork. I wonder why he knows so much about Imperial workings. He's definitely not anyone important, obviously. That would be silly. I mean, what next? You're going to say that Amalia was someone important? Judge Geese, I think? I forget with the other
You will
judges.
forgive me for asking, but you are diverting the purest of the Magicite.
I can assure you it reaches Lord Vane most discreetly.
It's him. We've
You
heard his
wear your
voice.
saddle well.
Be that as it may, I have no intention of being bridled, Your Honor.
Then you prefer the whip? Stubbornness will see not only you broken, Excellency, but Bougerbe as well.
I forget what they are.
Halim Ondor IV, the Marquis of Bougerbe. The Marquis served as mediator at the negotiations of Damascus' surrender. It would appear that he is somewhat less neutral now.
They say he's been helping the resistance.
They say many things.
You're certainly well informed. Who did you say you were again?
What difference does it make? We have to find Penelo.
And Penelo is your...
She's a friend. She was kidnapped and taken here.
So, shaft entry. Which one is the Shonia twin span? It's that one. Okay. Just trying to keep track of where I'm going to be doing my grinding. I obtained silence. What? Just the spell? I wish inventory wasn't down there, it weirds me out every time. Did I just got a spell from a chest. That's amazing. I forgot that was a thing. Hand axe. Cool. I see, the nice thing about Gambits is, like Final Fantasy XIII's auto battle, it means that the characters will take care of most of it, but you have to set it up, which is kind of cool. Not that I don't like 13's auto battle, I think it works well. I'm not one of those who criticises it. But I do like Gambits. Stab it. Handy with the sword, aren't you, Lamont? Just pulled it right out of its mouth. Like a tooth fairy who doesn't want to wait. I was going to say there must be treasure around here somewhere. Oh, with a skeleton, I was like, what is it? I couldn't see it properly. Kill them. No one targeting you? No? That's the downside with the whole steel gambit combination. That sometimes you get that. That if one of them gets attacked, it usually happens with a guest actually, because they can target someone other than the party leader's target. So then there's no one with hello. It's our first time seeing a trap, which is exactly what Libra is for. This is why you keep Libra on you at all times, not just for battles, but so you can see traps. What was I saying? Yeah. If the guest party member does oh, this must be a switch, yeah. Does damage to an enemy, then the party member will no longer target them for stealing. And no? Oh wait. I'm dumb. Let's go around. So then no one attacks them because it's not party leader's target the last. Sorry, Lamont still should have been doing it. And he was the only one who was. That's kind of the point. Level 5 people watching. It's unusual for me to get that many. Well, one of them is probably me. So 4. Still not stealing anything. You see, it'll happen again here. Larsa. Oh, I'm just gonna call him Larsa. He's gonna be the only one targeting that store defender. Master Thief, nice. Ah, but he's finished it off, so it's fine. Around. Ow! Yeah, I wasn't sure whether or not they could trigger it. They can. Ah. Oh, I remember the tactic for this. The tactic for this is to swap people out so they can't walk on it. Come around the edge, Larsa. Good. Good. Be clear? Good. Okay, anything on this side? More traps, of course. Onion bombs. Okay, cool. That'll be useful when I get someone who actually has bombs for a weapon. So we're currently on the ultimate span. This mine is full of spans. Premier Prestidigitator. Now these trophies are all the same names as the trophies that appear in the Sky Pirate's Den. So I've got the Assault Striker, the Master Thief, and the Premier Precisely. This thing really starts to come together. They just look like individual things at the moment, but once you get them all filled in, they're interacting with each other, a lot of them. It's really cool. Traveller's Tips, Bestiary, Hunts, yeah. Should probably reassign Fran's Cure Gambit a little bit higher, because I'm not comfortable with how low Varn's health is. Really? Fran? Look at that bar, he's clearly under half. Well, he isn't though, so the bar's wrong. Naughty bar. Telling lies. Okay, so this bit up above me is the twin span where I'm going to do some grinding. I don't know how much grinding. Oh boy, tramps. Okay, inch towards it, inch towards it. And numerology. What the hell's that? Oh, it's a technique. It's, what does it do? I know this. Numerology. Does deal damage that increases success? Yeah. So the more times you use that ability in a row, the more damage it does. It's pretty cool. Not that useful, but interesting. Nothing over there. An air remote. That's just the other end of that. So yeah, there's this whole area down here that we can't get into yet. And that's not even all of it, I don't think. There's like loads more beyond that. Or possibly beyond that. Goes all the way down to Site 7. Let's see, how does this join up? Oh, I can't be bothered to check right now. Doesn't matter. So here's the twin span upon which I shall grind. For a little bit. Let's get everyone to... 12 at least. Possibly more, because this is going badly. Oh, Lamont, Cura, nice. He just used high potions in the original. Now he has magic. It's awesome. Or maybe he had magic in the original, just rarely, I can't remember. I might change up Farn's Gambits to say... someone who's targeting. So that this doesn't happen so much. Don't get the dead time. Oh, come on, finish it off. Come on, finish it off. Oh god, there's loads of them. Oh, Fran! I survived for a second and then died again. Oh god, hurry up and kill them. Vaughn? Vaughn. That took you a minute. Now, the mechanics with this game, right, there's this, it probably wasn't the cause in this instance. Nice, Vaughn. But there's like a priority queue for actions, and that queue can fill up. And some actions take up a lot of the queue. For example, big spells like Scathe just block out the whole queue. I can't remember the exact details of all of it, but it's the reason why when you do something, at least in the original, when you do something like cast Scathe, it just stops pretty much everything else. I wonder if that's still how it works in this one. Killing all the skeletons, skeletons, skeletons. I'm not even specifically grinding at this point, I'm just killing what's here. Grinding will be when I leave and come back to respawn them. Down you go. Wait. Where? Oh, it's there. Oh yeah, a potion, woo. Okay, everyone over this side, well away from the trap. Wait. Oh, you heinous butthole. Oh. I'm trying to think if there's a way to disable traps. I don't think there is. You just have to avoid them. Really no skeletons down here? I am honestly surprised. Oh no, here we go, there's another one. There's still some left. Nice. You get to the point with later enemies where you really have to watch the combat log. You get to things like Yasmat, and it's worth watching when he's about to use a certain attack so that you can then switch in protective equipment against that attack. It's really cool that you can do that in this game. Like, you can just stop in the middle of battle and change your equipment. It's extremely tactical, and I really quite like it. It can get a touch tedious, but the ability to do it is super cool. I just picked up an iron helm because I've been chaining, so I'll get better drops. That's why chaining is worthwhile. Do you think these are all miners who died? I mean, where else the skeletons are going to come from? In a mine. Realistically. Now, where they got the equipment from is another question entirely. More? Yeah. Chain level. But yeah, just think about how scary the traps would be if you couldn't see them. It's not fun, because you just walk right over them with no idea they're there. Get some areas later in the game that are just completely peppered with traps. You pretty much have to swap everyone out, but you need just have a chance of getting past them. And you just think without Libra you would be so screwed. I mean, the other disadvantage with the steel thing is, like, oh, Wayfarer. It's because I've walked a lot. How far is it? 50,000. Is that it spreads damage out. You don't focus down enemies, so you can get one like I had in that last little scuffle. That was just wandering around in critical health, and I could have finished them off, but they weren't getting finished off. You know, it's about trade-offs. It's a really good gambit set up for acquiring items, but it takes quite a while to wear through all of these. There are loads here. We might just about be done though. Oh no, still some. 39 chain, longest chain I've had so far in this playthrough. Nice, nice, nice. Is that it? Are we out of skeletons? I think we're out of skeletons. Oh no, 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 it's just casting lever, that's fine. I say casting, casting's the wrong word, it's not magic. Okay, so now we go through here and we flee so that I don't break the chain with stupid bats. Sound like cats. I mean, well sped up maybe, yeah. Any skellies here? No. Okay. Anyway, that's the 2 screens I need to go. And it all begins again. I'm not really hearing Cat. How many Phoenix Sounds have I got left? Because I'm burning through them a little bit. 7. Oof. That is getting a bit low. Let's finish this guy off. Protect, nice. Only on Varn though, not for the whole party. The unrelenting, I think that's for getting the 50 chain. And Varn levels up, which was the minimum I wanted out of this. Oh, he was already 12, he'd already leveled up once. Of course he had. I should probably get Volthir in and do a bit of grinding. Oh wait, Bosch is locked in. Why is Bosch locked in? Huh. I don't really want to switch Varn out because the stealing is great, and I've got everything set up to have Varn as the leader. I don't really want to switch Fran out because she's healing. That's precisely why Balthier is the one who's out of the party at the moment. But he really ought to get some levels. Ah, excuse me. Oh god, you've got like no gambits going. Well, Balthier has steel as well, right? Increase 100%. Steel. Yes, he does. So this still works. Oh, he also does he have the license for Libra? Can he get the license for Libra? I love the fact there's a license for attack and item. Oh ho ho! Balthier can be the first to gain a quickening. Okay, so the way this works is LP is gained by all party members, XP is gained only by the active ones. if I remember correctly. Let's just expand over here and see what we've got. I don't actually have to, I can see what they are by doing this, but I could get his second quickening over here already. Well, I can't afford it right now, but wow. That's going to be absolute madness. I want to boost friends MP gaining. That will be useful. I mean, the first one is over there. It's way further away than both here. No, I have no idea how to get to this. I think tiles appear like here. In the gaps. Probably the espers or something. Where is it? Oh, there it is. That's good because that'll increase her MP. And increase her HP is a good plan. Very good plan. Let's hold on to the rest of the LP for now. Fulminating Darkness, right, I definitely want to get him over there so I can do Quickening Chains with more people. And Varn. Red Spiral is there. Okay. Is that the mischarged bar underneath their names? That's different. It used to be literal icons. So let's do a quickening chain. Because why not? See if I remember how to do these.
I never miss.
It gets harder and harder to do this, you have to react faster and faster. Wow, long widescreen time. Should have done mischarge. I'm gonna run out, aren't I? Okay, it's R2 to shuffle. Okay, noted. And Inferno. That's a concurrence. Because I got 3 basic level 1 quickenings in. I'll hit everyone and kill them all. 58 chain, look at this. Beautiful. And their mist gauges are empty. So that's a quickening chain. Definitely need to get the grind in on both here to bring him up to level 13 or so. Certainly at least 12. Everyone's getting protect on them now from these things. It's great. Chain loot is so good. Balthier's almost got a full mischarge back, which is great. There we go. So I could now start quickening chain again, although it would be a bad idea to do so because Fran and Bash don't have full mischarges. So I'd have to use mischarge on them before they could do a quickening in the chain. Wouldn't be very efficient at all. Thank you, Larsa. And here's the thing: if you don't know anything about the game, then me calling him Larsa only tells you that Lamont is his real name. It doesn't tell you who Larsa is. So you know, it's not really a spoiler. I'm guessing this will get up to 80 chain because there were 40 here last time, so. Blood Dancer. A 80 chain. And is that it? So yeah, it looks like there's 40 a pop here. So what do we get? Unrelenting and Blood Dancer. 500 foes, 50 chain, and then Wayfarer, yeah. And let's go again. I want to get Balthier up. I can go with these two. It's a risk though, because then they might. Oh yeah, I haven't got Libra, so let's not go that way because I know there are traps. Don't worry, I'm not going to spend all day grinding here. I think this... I mean, where are we now on this? He's 11. How close is he to... 607... One more round will probably do. We'll see. Shell. I mean, that helps because they do use magic, but... Protect would be nice. Who leveled up? There you go, there's both there. So these are 97 of pop, and he is how far from leveling up to 13? So it's going to take about 28 more skeletons, which there will be here. So yeah, one more cycle should do it. This should be fine. Can Varn afford the quickening yet? Yes, he can. Awesome. Let's get a second mischarge for both here, because why not? It's right there. More health for Fran, always a good plan. Hey, that rhymed. There are some really interesting accessories in this game. The Pheasant Netsuki does something interesting, but I can't remember what that one is. Where's the Neo Paloa? Because that thing is amazing. There it is. The Neo Paloa reverses the effects of healing items, which means if you equip that, get all the remedy lore licenses, and then chuck a remedy at an enemy, it inflicts everything it can on them. It is amazing. I mean, that's not a bad plan. Because Bosch is probably the strongest character I've got, so having him counterattack is great. No, I feel... Those charge bars can't be new, because we would have been able to see how mischarges charge up in the old version of the game, surely. But they used to be little circular mischarge icons, I'm sure of it. So I don't know, I can't remember. Ow, 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 ow. I mean, there are some serious grinding spots later in the game. Spellslinger! Like there's one place in the Henna Mines, which is an area I will be going later, where you can just farm undead bats. Again, and again, and again. I don't think they stop coming. And you can just set up a gambit to do Curaja on enemies and wipe them out. And just grind and grind and grind. It's amazing. But that's a very late game because Abystials are super deadly. And also you can't even get to the area they're in until late game. Nearly there. It's going to get to 121. That should do. Where are the skeletons at? There we go. That shouldn't be, yeah, there should be a couple more. Weird. Very weird. Oh well. Oh no, here we go. They're just hiding. There we go, there's the level up I wanted, and then let's just finish off. Full mischarge. I heard it. It's really slow to get these last few. 2 left. It's notice it's not exploiting this chain I've built up, so. No? Where the heck are they? Doesn't matter that much. I'm just annoyed because my perfect thing of it's 40 every time is being undermined right now. Fine. Okay, we are almost there. So here's the last 2 that I wanted. Which way do I want to go? Oh wow, there's like this whole thing. Yeah, there's a little way to go yet. Up the stairs is the way forward, so I wonder what's the other way. Anything good? I'm exploring. Ow! I need Vaughn back in front. Because he's in all with Libra. This is blocked off anyway. Fine. Glad I went that way though. Got a treasure, even if it was only a potion. It's a free potion. Well, it's not free, it cost me an explosion trap. An assassin's dagger. That, wow, that's like almost double and has a chance of instant kill. Hell yes. Big improvement. What are the chances? Assuming it's not different to the original. 50% chance. Oh, that's amazing. That's a big improvement. See, the thing is, I want Bolfir here in case it changes the scene at all. I don't think it does. But Begamnon's beef is with Bolfir, so...
This is what I came here to see.
What's that?
It's nethicite, manufactured nethicite.
Nethicite?
Unlike regular magicite, nethicite absorbs magical energy. This is the fruit of research into the manufacture of nethicite. All at the hands of the Draclaw Laboratory.
A name that means something to Bolfir.
So this is where they're getting the magicite.
Errand all attended to, then?
Thank you. I'll repay you shortly.
Don't call me
you
shortly.
repay us now. We have too much on our hands to go on holding yours. So, where did you hear this fairy tale about nethicite? And where did you get that sample you carry? What do you know about the Draclaw Laboratories? Tell me, who are you?
Bolfir?
You kept us waiting, Balthier. You slipped away in Albina. We missed you. First the judge and now this boy. The whole affair has a smell of money about it. I may have to wet my beak a little.
Keep your snout in the trough where it belongs. This thinking ill befits you, Begamnon.
Balthier. Too long have I gone unpaid. I'll carve my bounty out of that boy.
Where's Penelo? We're taking her back.
The girl? Why keep the bait when you've landed the fish? We cut her loose on the way here and then off she ran crying like a babe.
Hey!
Donk. Shove. Step.
After them!
Now. You can try and fight them.
Wait up!
We'll not be able to take them all. Fight who we must, leave the rest.
It's not worth fighting them. It's really not. There's no reward for doing it, at least not in the original game. And they're really tough. So, yeah. I am outie! And yes, it's just a long running away sequence, but that's how it is. I could probably... No, they're gonna get too close. It's not worth it. It's nice that the skeletons don't bother attacking Begamnon and his crew, isn't it? It's certainly fair. I'm not sure why we need a cutscene every time of them running like that. You notice that the central path is clear of traps?
It would not seem they follow. We've lost them.
How?
Much more running about with Bunga at my heels, and I'm apt to give up sky pirating altogether.
Don't lie, Voltaire. Okay, now Fran's locked in. Oh, that's because she's in the middle of an action. That's probably why Bosch was locked in before. Yeah, I was going to say, it's not letting me do that, is it? Balthier just turns into Varn. Magic. Not fighting them. Keep my chain going. Just Just in case I run into some more skeletons on my way out. Hi! $125 chain. Nice. Here remote. Hey there. I'm trying to think if there's an achievement or something for getting a 999 chain. I don't think there is. I think I've just done it for fun in the past. Oh, hello. Slaven. Let's leave that alone. Go on, little red dots. Stop and turn back. Go on. There we go. Can't leave it. And there's
I see
Penelope.
you've been out walking without the company of your cortege, Lord Larsa. We caught her wandering out of the mines. You must take care with such undesirables about.
I was kidnapped.
Silence!
If it is a crime to wander on one's own, then I too am guilty. Marquis, I trust that your estate can accommodate another guest.
Why not?
Judge Geese, I shall.
Oh, that's
heed
right
your
then.
counsel.
It is geese.
I will not travel unaccompanied any longer.
That was unexpected.
Thank you, Penello.
Of course.
What's Penello doing? And what's the deal with that Lamont?
That's no Lamont. Larsa Ferinas Solidor, fourth son to Emperor Gramis and brother to Vane.
What? That kid?
Yeah,
Do
and
not
he's
worry.
great.
I believe he will treat her well.
Nobody knows men like Fran does.
Our purposes lead the same way. To Ondor. We must find means to approach him.
The Marquis is channeling money to organizations opposing the Empire. We'll start there.
And here we arrive at one of the most infamous points in the game. Source of many memes.
Marquis Ondor announced my execution 2 years ago. If news of my survival were to spread, the Marquis may find his position compromised.
The men he's been funding bear little love for the Empire. They won't be thrilled to discover that rumors of your death were, in fact, greatly exaggerated.
That
If we
line.
were to raise a clamor to that effect, we might just get their attention.
Nothing to it. I'll just go around town spreading the word. How about this? I'm Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg of Dalmasca. Well, what do you think?
That certainly qualifies as a clamor. All right, Van, get to it. For the girls' sake, eh? Oh, and the more people around to witness your little performance, the better. If we're going to reach the Marquis, it's up to you. We'll be waiting here if you need us.
Why we can't just send Bosch to say, I'm Bosch? I don't know.
I'm Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg of Dalmasca.
Only one Bujerban heeds your words because I've already done those guys. By default. The prisoners are the ones you do want to hear. Wait. Which way round is it? A Seneca is the one you don't want to hear. So, can you go? Can you, like, leave? I don't know how far away they have to be.
I'm Captain Bosch.
Damn it, too close. I think.
Don't listen to Ondor's lies.
There's the line. Don't listen to Ondor's lies. How close do you have to be? I stood
Captain
right
Bosch
next to
von
you.
Rotzenberg of Dalmasca.
Yeah, you have to be really close then.
I'm the Bosch von Rotzenberg. I'm Captain Bosch von Rotzenberg of Dalmasca.
Okay, those guys don't count apparently.
I'm the Bosch von Rotzenberg.
That guy walking away, really? It's rude.
I'm Captain Bosch. I'm Captain Bosch von Rotzenberg of Dalmasca.
It's not working. No.
I'm Captain Bosch von Rotzenberg of Dalmasca. I'm Captain Bosch. I'm Captain Bosch.
Crikey, this is not going very fast.
Bosch lives!
Bosch lives! Bosch is alive!
I'm Captain Bosch.
Not you. But
Bosch
you.
lives!
They're really good to get.
Don't listen to Ondor's lies.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Don't listen to Ondor's lies. I'm the Bosch von Rotzenberg.
%2 to go.
I'm Captain Bosch. Don't listen to Ondor's lies.
Oh, it's dropping over time, isn't it? There we go. We're done. And now the heavy hand lands upon your shoulder. You're coming with us, matey. Right, mate, you're nicked.
This is the one, Amaro. Says he's Captain Bosch, he does.
He would sooner pass for the king.
I knew he weren't no captain. That was a mean trick to be playing.
If a trickery it ended, it would end well enough. But why this boy? And why Captain Ronsenberg? An explanation is due, and I will hear it. The Empire's
Well, if you'd like to take a minute, just sit right there.
Indeed.
A shame if they learnt the Marquis trafficked with the likes of you. Agents masquerading as guides, a hideout at the back of a tavern? Not exactly earning high marks for originality, are we?
Now you've done it.
Wait! So Bosch von Ronsenberg does yet live?
Yes, he does. I'm still not sure why we had Varn doing it. But sure.
So Vaughn really is all right.
Well, I mean, Ross
I didn't think
ran
I'd
off
ever
and
get to see
left
him
us,
again.
so he doesn't actually know that
I
Vaughn's
will join
alright.
him soon. And until then, I shall see that you are kept from harm.
Thank you.
I am troubled. The Rabanastre Imperial Guard appear to have overstepped their bounds. I intend to speak on this with the Consul.
What?
Vane Solidor, the Consul, is my brother. The first duty of the Consul is to maintain order in Dalmasca. My brother is not one given to failure. Perhaps things aren't going as well as they might be, but give him a little time and he will put things to rights.
I mean, yeah, we're still going to have to kill him at the
Be
end of the
not
game.
troubled. My brother is a remarkable man.
I mean, he is, but we are still going to have to kill him at
He
the end of the game.
frightens me.
Why?
I'm sorry. He is your brother. It's just, you don't understand how much we lost to the war. My friends, my parents.
So you fear the Empire?
No duh.
Listen to me. The men of my family, we are taught to place the needs of others before those of our own.
And Vane
I will see that you are kept
does
from
do
harm.
that.
It is my duty to House Solidor.
But how? How can I trust you?
Because I give you my word.
Last was a good
My
boy,
brother
Pinello,
will do
listen to
no
him.
less.
As I said before, Vane is not evil.
I knew there must be more to it, but to find you at the end of this tale? To see the Marquis's face when he learns of it.
I should like nothing more. I would meet him and see for myself.
How say you, my lord?
There is little to be said. I shall arrange a meeting with the Marquis. We shall expect you at the estate.
Cheers. Right, nice, Yagav. Oh my god, so many talk icons. So many talk icons. There should be. Yes. Yep. Oh, there's an entire area I haven't been in. Well, I'm kind of there now, I guess. The Starus residence. What's this all about? Oh, the Bujurban Madhu side quest, right. I don't think I can do it yet. Or I'm not advised to yet, one or the other. Let's just get this bit of the map. Like, I've got the map which shows me everything, but there's also the fading to say I haven't been everywhere yet. So let's just fill that out. And there's this area over here which doesn't seem to be anything. Okay, I should have enough money if I sell loot to get charge, which is a good plan, because Pinella will be needing it. How many bone? I'm maxed out on bone fragments. Look at all that money! Oh my god, that's a good amount of money. Can I afford charge? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's still not as much money as I'd like, because, you know, but that's a good amount of money. Those bone fragments, the grinding was worth it. No wait, that's just... Oh, it's an area that was closed off before. So that's just the mines, no it isn't. Anything actually over here? Don't think there is. Don't do it! Of course. Don't do it! Oh, hello, you're the kid. I'm guessing Amber is like Bujirban for mother, and Badra is probably friend. I don't know. It's hard to say whether it's another language or kind of like just a dialect with some words. It's never been entirely clear. Look upon my wares and know perfection. It's all the same ones. I can probably afford them all now. Yeah, you can see I didn't catch these expensive ones. I mean, 21,000 means I can afford 300 times 70? Yeah. So I could probably buy everything. So how's the weather? And I'm just going to stare at chat until I get an answer. Or until I finish buying all the gambits, whichever's sooner. Weather's alright here. That's an interesting one, because it'll only fire off when you've got a guest party member. It's like, that's a distinguishing thing. Yeah, this goes on a fair bit. There are a lot of gambit targets. Am I done? No, not quite. I left out the MP ones, which are actually more relevant now I've got charge. It will be once I've got someone who can use it. Because self-MP less than 10% is a good time to use charge, because if you use charge, the higher your MP is, the more likely it is to fail and reduce your MP to 0, meaning you then have to use it again. So, you set to MP less than 10%, use charge. for a character who's got loads of MP, you can usually go up to 20 quite safely. And that'll be Pinello and Dash, because they have loads of MP as they level up. I mean, Pinello's MP is like... Wow. I'm burning through my money doing this. I need to buy some more Phoenix Downs as well. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Done. So how are we looking on licenses? Gambits. So we're just missing Ally Ash. Targeting Ash. And I've got everything else? I've got everything else. I've got every single Gambit target taken care of early in the game, so I don't have to worry about it ever again. I can now do everything with the techniques and spells and stuff I've got. I can do everything I could possibly need to do with the Gambits. That's taken care of, that's out of the way, I never have to worry about it again. And that's great. Now let's go and buy some Phoenix Downs. This is just a great big shopping trip, it's lovely. Okay. I should probably stock up on some of these as well. It's good to have extra Phoenix Downs, you never know. Okay, that's good. That's all money well spent. I suppose you could argue that some of it wasn't really that well spent because it's stuff I didn't need to buy yet, but meh. I do what I want, you have a problem. Okay, so where am I headed? Oh, right here. Okay, let's go. Are you ready? Well, tough, you gotta wait until sunset. Why'd you ask if I was ready then?
Sir Bosch von Ronsenberg. It was not so very long ago that I announced you had
No, it's 2 years, that is a while.
And that is the only reason I draw breath.
So you are the sword he strung above my head. Vane has left not a thing to chance. And?
A leader of the resistance has fallen into Imperial hands.
Yes.
A woman by the name of Amalia.
Sure.
I would rescue her, but I need your help.
This resistance leader, this Amalia, she must be very important.
This, Ashelier Benhagen Dalmaska, yeah.
You understand I've my position to consider.
Would you let us see Larsa?
Benhagen.
He's got my friend with him.
I'm afraid you're too late. Lord Larsa's cortege has already rejoined the Imperial detachment. I am told they will depart for Rabanastre upon the arrival of the fleet this eventide.
Oh, this music. Isn't this like the music in the Feywood normally? I'd forgotten it's used in this sequence. I mean, it's a small detail, so it's easy to forget even without it having been years since I played.
What are we waiting for? You to calm down.
Captain Ronsenberg, surely the exigencies of position are not lost on you. Why, indeed. You should find the enemy's chains an easy burden to bear.
Wait. Sorry. Can't be helped.
Summon the guard.
Huh?
They're to be taken to Judge Geese.
Just put ourselves in the trap. You know, it works.
Those decrepit basking fools in Arcades tie my hands, and look what happens. I tell you, this country's obstinacy knows no bounds.
The insurgents in Rabanasta operate alone at present. However, should they garner external support, the situation could worsen. We have found the counter-imperial elements in Bujerba to be conspicuously well-funded. No doubt Marquis Ondor is behind this. Ondor must be reined in.
By the way, the Marquis has written us a letter. He claims that he's recaptured our runaway. He's given him to geese.
Not to ducks, not to swans, to geese.
He will die by my hand.
Your fraternity is moving. Ah, Geese returns with Larsa. Tomorrow morning they will leave Bujerba. See him home safely, Gabranth. Now I'm expecting Dr. Sid. You may leave.
Dr. Sidolphus Damon Bonanza. They all have really fancy names.
We must see the real thing to be sure. Nabadis taught us much. Yes, it's well hidden. They'll be off chasing after shadows, the fools. Ah, yes. The reins of history back in the hands of man. Ah, Vane. You seem to be enjoying your job as consul.
I was kept waiting fully 2 years. What news of Arcades? Our honored members of the Senate?
Hard at work, as always. Trying to find a dagger for your back.
They are welcome to try.
Dr. Sid may look a little not familiar. There's a reason. There's a reason he looks not exactly familiar, but and also he wasn't talking to himself. It looked like he was, but he wasn't. Swoosh. The Dreadnought Leviathan.
The prisoners, my lord.
Oh, hi, Ash.
Majesty.
After what you've done, how dare you? You're supposed to be dead.
So are you.
Come now, come now. Have you forgotten your manners? This is hardly the courtesy due the late Princess Ashalia Benargin Dalmasca.
Princess?
You don't even know your own Prince Farm.
No different than any mean member of the insurgents.
The Resistance.
His Excellency the Consul asks the Ministry of the dethroned royal family in restoring peace to Dalmasca. Those who foster instability and unrest, who claim royal blood without proof, they shall meet their fate at the gallows. There are no exceptions.
I will not play puppet to Vane.
King Ramanas entrusted me with a task. Should the time come, he bade me give you something of great importance. It is your birthright, the Dusk Shard. It will warrant the quality of her blood. Only I know where to find it.
Wait. You took my father's life. Why spare mine now? You would have me live in shame.
If that is your duty, yes.
Stop being so stubborn. Keep on like this and you're gonna get us all killed.
Don't interrupt.
What?
Vaughn, that stone.
It was in the palace treasure.
Well, well.
Splendid. You brought the stone with you. This spares us a great deal of trouble.
Don't give it to him!
You have to promise. No executions.
The judge's duty is to the law.
Get the promise before you hand it over.
Lady Ash is to be quartered separately. Vain Solidor, what fascination does this hold for you?
Well.
So you were carrying it all along. The Fate's jest.
Tell these fates of yours to leave me out.
Keep quiet!
There was nothing else that I could do.
Asking Bullfear to
know
keep
that.
quiet.
Oh, I understand. Honor, duty, and all that. I still can't believe that was a
I say
princess.
keep quiet!
You manacle Fran's hands and you do nothing to hamper her at all. Hey, Vossler.
The Marquis has been busy.
Not lightly did I beg his aid. Listen, it's been a full 2 years. I alone have kept Her Majesty safely hidden. I doubted friend and foe alike. I could trust nobody.
You did your duty, and mine for me.
I'm getting her out. I need your help.
It's a bit breezy in here. It gives you the map for this because, like, if it didn't, you would never get the map for it if you don't explore it fully, because we don't come back here. Lots of corridors. Where exactly were we being taken? No treasures, no treasures, no treasures, okay. Yeah, I know. This isn't my first rodeo. Mostly because it's not a rodeo at all.
Wait. A word of caution before we set out.
There be guards. Lasers.
See that red web of light spanning the passageway? It is a mechanism to detect intruders within the ship. Break one of those beams and an alarm will sound, summoning the guard.
Which is a great way to grind.
The alarm should cease after a time, but it's better to avoid drawing unnecessary attention. Come, Her Majesty awaits.
I mean, let's be honest. In any reasonable military vehicle, the moment you set off the alarm, you would be screwed. The alarm wouldn't stop. They wouldn't stop coming for you just because you'd wait it out. It would, because we're the only ones who could be loose. Like, oh boy, come on, come on, over here. Step through the grid. There we go.
Yeah.
Bosh almost ran through the grid. Okay, so I can't go that way if I want to avoid the thing. So it's this way. And again, whoever designed the layout of this ship to make it possible to get through all the alarms, well done. Let's see. Yeah, go this way. Oh hey, doggy dog. Tough to Phoenix down, nice. Free Phoenix down. Now the downside is you kill the dog and it breaks your chain, because they're not soldiers, they're dogs. Like, boo. Partisan? Oh. Oh. Well then. No one? No. And the alarm stops. That was anticlimactic. Okay, that's a door. Which means this is a detour. Which means it's probably treasure. No, that's also a door. Okay. I don't think it matters which one I go through. It does not. I'm really not scared of the Imperials. I mean, I can get overwhelmed by them. There are 3 of them here and they are kind of thrashing my ass a bit. But we're fine. Security station. Treasure, 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 treasure. A 1. A 2. A 3. Reflect Gomos. Oh, hello, where are you going? Surprise from behind times. Didn't even get an attack in. Oh, such a shame. Shepherd's Bolero. Any more treasure wish? I don't think there is. We have a door here. Airship berth access. Where am I supposed to be going? Yeah, okay. Hello. Suitor ring mail. Insert access key. It's going to be the same on this side. Yeah. Okay, I don't actually have a choice then. Off we go. Hi. Hi. The dog. That's gonna break my chain. Oh, lasers came on behind me. And Balthier was in them. Not Balthier. Front. Okay, there's a few guys here. Let's back away a little bit. Yeah, the alarm actually did something this time. Yeah. Are we done? Are we all clear? I could use an antidote, but I can't be asked. No treasure, no treasure. Okay. Oh well. I think all the alarm actually does is just brings everyone nearby to you, so if there aren't any nearby, nothing happens. Central lock. Although the fact that you can grind on the alarms means that can't be the case. It must spawn some. I don't know. Yeah, there's loads now suddenly. Don't run through the thing. You ran through the thing, didn't you? Oh, Fran, you got no MP. It's bad. Just have to first aid everyone. Action interrupted. People got too far away. Okay, central block then. Hey there. I mean, I just need to run around in circles for a bit to recharge MP. Charging MP for free. I could use an ether, but that costs money. Well, actually it doesn't, because I can't buy them. At least not yet. Don't have a can later. I have no choice but to go through an alarm here, which is annoying. Okay. You know what? I've got plenty of potions. I have to do it through the battle menu, don't I? That'll do. Now I need to get an MP back for blind. No, or I could just use some eye drops. Do I have eye drops? Eye drops. Not too worried about eye drops for Fran, because like she doesn't desperately need it. Does she have blind net? I'm sure she has blind net. Or is it Penella that has blind net? Does Fran have blind net? She does. Why isn't she using it on herself then? Hi! Fran, you're standing in the laser grid. Come on. Work with me here. Okay, it won't let me go this way yet. Fair enough. Hi. Bye. In we go. Yo, dudes.
Fear not their numbers. Take down the leaders and the others will follow.
Oh, it's a judge. It's not a named judge, it's an unimportant judge. Okay. Fran needs to stay alive. Fran needs to stay alive. Oh boy, you are for it now. That's enough. God damn it. God damn it. 2 down.
Surprise for you.
That went well.
Got a surprise for you.
What happened? We won? Okay, cool. I was too busy running around. Number 1 brick key. Yes, get all the healing and stuff done. Okay. Any tasties? No tasties? That is what keys are for. Yes, they are supposed to open locks. Yes, map. Oh no, this was a key. They're usually maps. Sorry, I'm like, I already got the map. Good savey. Need it after that lot. I'm just looking forward to having like my 2 teams back. It's not going to work that way in this game as much as it did in the original, but I want the comforting familiarity of having 2 teams I can swap between for training. Anything worthwhile? Round shield, fine, I can get one of those for Barn. Equip Libra. Automatic Libra. It's kinda useful. But Raise Aqua. Was it called Aqua originally, or was it just called Water? I think it was just called Water originally. Just have to change that. Disable. Got no loot whatsoever to give. That'll have to wait then. Nothing in there. And hello, Your Majesty.
You are unharmed?
Vossler,
Majesty.
It's nothing. I'll be fine. You.
Come on, let's go. What are you waiting for? Panelo's still out there.
We should hurry. They won't be long.
Fated
we will
meeting.
talk later.
Ash joins the party as a permanent member. And at this point I shall go, let's see. Red Battle Mage, I think. I'm just trying to think what everyone's secondary one is going to be. I feel like both it'll maybe be a time battle mage. Bosch will probably be a Bushi. Although no, you want a heavy and a light for each one, don't you? To balance out. I don't know. But I think Red Battle Mage is what I want for Ash at the moment. $700 license points. Woot, woot. Protect and shell. She can get raised. Oh, that's worth it. Gambit slots are going to be useful, obviously. Get some basic equipment ones. What does she have equipped by default anyway? A sword, probably. Yeah. Potion Law, that's worth having. Phoenix Law is probably worth aiming towards. One license point short of that. Let's do that. And then you. Infuse. Infuse is pretty good. I haven't got it yet. Okay, it's back to Ash. Charge, obviously, I want. Obviously. Let's get all these magics for her. And then some more gambit slots. Gain MP after taking damage. And quickening. Didn't it used to be North Swains and not Nord Swains? Some random things seem to change. Really quite arbitrary. Gain MP after dealing magic damage is not a bad one to have. Increases physical attack damage, don't have that. Let's do that and that. Ethers restore more MP. Reverse is a curious thing. It does what it says on the tin. Damage and healing are reversed. Okay, now to look at Ash's gambits. So ally HP less than 50%. Cure. Ally. Lowest defense or lowest health? Probably lowest defense. Protect. Ally lowest magic resist. Shell. Third party leader's target. Attack. Right, what spells does she have? I'll leave sorting out status elements as a manual thing for me to do for now. I don't have any black magic. Yes, I do fire. She doesn't have the license for it. She doesn't have the license for it? Where the hell is the license for Black Magic 1? Seriously? Green Magic 1, Time Magic 1, Arcane Magic 1, White Magic 1, Black Magic 3. Where the heck is Black Magic 1? Really? 4, 5, 6. Are you serious? She can't get the basic... So a Red Battle Mage is limited in what different magics they can use. But it's not limited to the low ones, it's limited to the higher ones. What? That's so weird. Oh well. Oh, that's interesting. Self MP less than 10%. Charge. And then faux dark weak. Dark. And I guess that's all I can really do, yeah. Slow, mobilise, oil decoy. I don't know that I want to use decoy yet. It's very useful, but it might be a bit much at the moment. Because the way the sort of setups you usually build, at least in the original game, are that you have a tank, a damage dealer, and a support magic user. Kind of is the sort of build you usually go with. So, for example, Varn as the tank, Balthier as the backup damage dealer, and Pinello as the mage was the setup I had for my primary team in 12 originally. I think it was Balthier on Varn's team and Fran on the other team, and then Bosch, Fran, and Ash as the secondary team. And you have decoy and bubble on your tank, so all the enemies will focus on your tank, and your tank has doubled HP from bubble in order to withstand it. But I don't think anyone in my team is strong enough for decoy to be practical at the moment. Okay, I guess that'll do for gambits for now. Let's go with that as a team. Why not? Right, I need more money. Really? In order to... I'm going to save because I've just done a load of setup stuff, and if I manage to get a game over after that, I'll be really annoyed because I have to set it all up again. What was I going to say? I need more money because I want to buy Rays. I would quite like to have Rays. How much money do I need? I don't even know the meaning of the word extortion. Sure you don't. 1800. Oh boy. I don't think I'm affording it. Because they don't... The Imperials don't drop loot. I think they drop money, but not very much. No, the alarm's off.
Majesty, we will cut your path.
I will not place my trust in the sword of a traitor.
Yet trust his sword we must, traitor or no. I see no other way. We track back, commandeer a ship, and make our escape. Her Majesty cannot abide weakness, least of all in herself. We must make her confront the reality of our plight.
So I need to get back to the security console in order to open this door up here, right? Yeah, both here. It's also steel, that's fine. And look how much MP Ash has, just 200 MP. It's madness. Okay, I need to disable Volthea's steel thing because we're just going in a loop here. And enough people are getting blinded for me to get annoyed with it. Got just enough gambit slots for this, so, you know. Ally any attack, yeah, that went well. Let's have some priority. First of all, first priority is cure. Then get rid of poison, because that does damage. Then do protect and shell, because they're protective. And then do blinder. Ash. Ash, why are you not doing anything? Why are your gambits off? Oh my god. No wonder the battle was going slowly, with one party member doing sod all. Oh yeah, don't get me started on her skirt. It's like, what on earth are you wearing? You're a princess, why are you wearing that? And it's not that I have an objection to a short skirt, it's just like, that barely even qualifies as short. And it's got the cutouts to the side. Maybe it's just made of a really expensive material. Like, so expensive even royalty couldn't afford to make an entire skirt out of it. Actually, the cutouts are for mobility, that much is evident. Because if that were wrapped all the way around her legs, she would not be able to move her legs. As I said before, I think she's got like shorts underneath. I could have a look if you want. If it'll let me. I can't get the camera low enough. I think there are like little short things underneath, but I'm not certain at all. You'd probably be able to see them through this. I have no idea. I have no idea. No idea. Right. Okay, it wants me to go all the way back over there for some reason. Oh, now it opens! Okay. The shield was a good investment for Vaughn. Maybe a decoy wouldn't be a totally bad idea after all. I don't know. Okay, Balthier is getting fairly battered, so yeah, decoy might be a good idea. Okay, where are these all coming from? They just keep coming. We'd be done. Okay, Gambits, Ash. Gonna up her percentage. I'm off the map here. Oh hey, infuse. This is a secret little room. And that's why you can't trust the maps. Oh, hello. Gambits for Bosch, because he's the only one that has it. Student ally HP less than 30. Probably not a bad idea. Oh, hi guys, it's a party. And charge! Doesn't get much back. At all. So just leave Ash to do that as I walk. Okay, where did one appear from just literally behind me off camera? I mean, I'm not objecting to the grinding here, this is great. Building up a nice big chain again. And yes, I'm aware the alarm is kind of annoying. A mace called a Makara. The chosen weapon of a subjugulator. I'm trying to remember what the heck the Pheasant Netsuki does. Because it's another one that does something interesting. I can't remember what though. I'm just going to leave Ash to like top everyone up and stuff. Okay, so she'll only use it on one person at a time, by the looks of it. No, that can't be right. Why won't she just protect them both there? Does it only target one with the lowest defense thing? I just need to do ally NA. I was trying to get it to prioritise, but I'm not sure it works quite like that. You see, now she's using it on everyone. That is what it is. Irritating. Let's get everyone nice and shielded. That's not lasting long, is it? She needs... wherever it is. Great Swords of Ragnarok. Where is 435 FP? Crikey. Look at all these magic lore ones. Bloody hell. Reduces magic cost by 10%, that's pretty cool. And another one. Spellbound, that's what she needs. There isn't another one around, which is annoying. Yoink. Yoink. Wait, there's something here? Hi. That just shuts it up for a minute, which is nice. Station in use. It's just nice to have the alarm shut up for a minute. It's not that I don't want to handle the battles, it's the alarm. It's just annoying. And the alarm is back on. It was nice while it lasted. There goes the chain. When I'm getting Gil, and I've nearly got enough now for Raise, so it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go and get it. Here's an interesting debate. Is Raise more or less important than Cure? Should you prioritise keeping someone alive or raising someone who died? Hi there. Nice. Come on, kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Yeah. You just keep grinding for a bit. I'm just going to read my book while they're. Hi. How much would I bet there's treasure over there where I need to go? The only thing is it only takes one Mastiff to break the chain completely. It's like, come on guys. One dog ruins getting a good chain. And you'll get loads of these and then they'll just throw in one dog. And ruin it all. Ash, come on, get over here. Trouble with having Ash casting so many spells, I'm going to take off Shell for a minute. Because nothing's using magic on me. It's just slowing her down. I'm going to cast that on extra people. Thank you. Oh boy. Ash. Ash. Keep up, will you? I love it when the loot drops heal me. It's nice. Ash, will you please stop getting left behind? This is what fleeing is for. I need to check over here, right? Yeah. Fleeing just means that they will follow you if they get spread out. Look. I mean, it's only a potion, but still. Oh, hello. Well, definitely worth going back here then. An iron sword. Got a nice 40 chain going. Can Ash use an iron sword? She can. Is it actually an improvement? Yes, it is. So if she actually gets a moment in between casting spells to kill something, she'll do it quite well. Hello, Ether. Nice treasure. Glad I got that one. Just have the map up, it's easier. No dogs for a while, which I'm very happy about. Why would I just pull that up when I've got... stupid. Okay, that goes through there. Sleep. I obtain sleep. Is this a call out? Because I normally don't get any. What's the game trying to say? That I need sleep. Get up, get up. There we go. Got a hanky. Right, let's go and buy rays. Oh, there's a dog. You know what? Because there's a dog. And only because there's a dog. Oh, hey Vossler, what happened to you? I'm going to let Ash do all this because I don't want to touch the save crystal because that'll break the chain. I mean, for all I know, buying something is going to break the chain. Raise. Also, Aqua. I can sell a few potions, yeah. Just a few. I've got loads of Phoenix Downs, that's awesome. Don't need that many antidotes. That brings me down to 20. So 25. Aquara remote. Ooh. I say. And disable. Not really going to use disable, but I want it. Asymmetric parametric voice, sap, blind, bangle. Yeah, nothing too interesting. Balthier can have that, and a bit. Okay. Dog. Bye-bye, dog. Treasure! Only 2 here now. Interesting. I'm going to guess this is just going to be the same options. Yeah. So where am I actually going? I'm going over there, so I need to get up onto the upper level up here. Chain level up. Getting better drops. Loving this chain. I'm trying to remember what it means when it's flashing. I think it does mean something specific. I can't think what though. Maybe the clan primer will tell me. Chain. No. Okay. Chains then. $37 to $38. It's going to bother me if I don't know what it means. Oh yeah, there's something called a reverse chain, by the way. I just remembered seeing it here. That you have to do something that's not of the same type every time. It's much less lucrative and kind of harder to do because you tend to get enemies of the same type near each other. The game doesn't even tell you they exist. You don't get the HP restoration or the shell and protection and stuff. The only advantage to them is you can include any enemy in it as long as it's different from the one before it. So sometimes it's easier. Oh yeah, if you don't pick up the tokens it increases faster, the chain level, but you will notice the chain total occasionally flashes white. You can then collect the drop token without increasing the number of kills required. Okay, but I'm already at chain level 4, aren't I? I think. So it doesn't matter, I can pick up whatever ones I want. This was not the correct way to go. Okay, I just saw you appear, I'm sure I did. So I'm heading north? Yeah. The north is fairly arbitrary while you're on a ship that could be pointing in any direction. Just assume the ship is pointing due north. I was going to say I saw that out of the corner of my eye. Hi.
Vaughn.
It's okay. We're okay. Geese knows you've escaped. You must hurry.
Does he? Wow. What a
You are Captain
surprise.
Azulus. You will follow me. We must reach the airships before they do.
You would let us leave knowing who we are.
Lady Ash, by all rights you ought not even to exist. That you and Captain Ronsenberg were made to appear dead is like a hidden thread laid bare. Your actions hereafter will pull at that thread, and we will see what it unravels. This is our chance. We must see this through and get to the bottom of it. I believe 'tis for the good of Dalmasca and the good of the Empire.
He's a good lad.
Very well then.
Thanks, Lamont.
I must apologize. Penello, for you. May it bring you good fortune.
Thanks.
Let us go.
I see treasure. I see it. It's over there. And here we go. We now have the full complement. Good grief, what is Penello going to have? 807 license points. Increasing magic potency is good because it means Cure can restore more health. Green magic, green magic, green magic. Channeling, definitely want that. Increase max HP by a pittance. Increase magic potency. Gambit slots, gambit slots, gambit slots. Quickening, very valuable. Increase HP. Gain MP after taking damage. Anything that increases MP for a spellcaster is a good idea. Increased physical attack damage, don't really need that for Penello, particularly. She shouldn't be doing it, as a rule. Oh my god, her magic potency is getting cranked. Increased duration status effects, definitely want to aim for that, so let's go there. And there. And there. And that means Protected Shell will last longer when she casts them. Holy and Isunaga. Evanescence is right there. Won't be able to afford it though. Oh, so that's pretty good. Let's do that, then the gambit's start. And might as well grab that. Let's expand is available. Increase the chance to block with a shield. Cool. Oh my god, I'm next to Ribbon. 215 license points for Ribbon. Anything to above his HP is not bad. I'm not sure how a license increases HP. That's actually kind of weird. Now, does it increase duration on the character or when cast by the character? Actually, I'm not sure. I think it's on when cast by. Otherwise, it would be a very useful tool for casting negative statuses on enemies. Okay, that's not bad. And now for the gambits. Oh boy. Right, this will take a minute. Ally NA. Protect. Ally NA. Shell, but I will probably leave that one disabled. Ally HP less than 50%. Cure. Ally NA. Raise. Ally NA. Poisoner. Ally NA. Blindner. Party leader. Let's give it a go. See how it works out. Okay, so I'm going to prioritise raise above their wall, then cure, then protect, no, then poison, then protect, then blindner, then decoy. What else have I got that'll be useful for Pinello? She has first aid. And then I think that's about all Pinello's going to have that's useful, so let's just finish off with, if nothing else needs doing, then attack. Okay. Oh, wait. Does Pinello have the license for charge? I don't think she does. That's ridiculous. There it is. It's up there. Oof. Really, you missed. I love the duck icon. It's hilarious. Now I believe we have a boss fight here. So let's check this because I remember this being a fairly tough fight. Okay. Let's start with potion for Barn and for Pinello. Oh, come on, Pinello. Land decoy already. Thank you. Let's see how well Varn takes the brunt of attacks.
Such a great shame. I must confess, I thought you the one who would help us restore peace to Dalmasca. No matter, we hold the proof of your royal lineage. A maid of passing resemblance will serve our purposes now. As for you, my dear, the Empire requires you no more!
What was that?
It's Nethicite, it absorbs magic.
Nethicite.
Your Majesty does not disappoint. Ever quick to spurn an honorable surrender, as was your father.
You know nothing of my father!
Yep, let's deal with the swordsman first. In fact, let's try and destroy their asses.
Got a surprise for you. Let me show you how it's done.
Oh, Tides of Fate and then Mischarge and then Tides of Fate. Nice.
Heads up! You're going to love this one.
And then Intercession. I mean, the aim here is to get a concurrence because then that attacks all three of them. I don't particularly care which concurrence. I just want a concurrence.
Here goes!
Ah, got a mischarge in on Varn, but didn't get it soon enough. Got a concurrence from that, right? Yeah, this is our Torrent. The yellow threw me off. Come on, kill all three of them. Go on. Nice. Now I just have to focus on Judge Geese. I have a duck, you are the geese. The match is made perfectly. Should I say I remembered this being a tougher fight? Because that was easy. Oh my god, I have a face under the helmet.
We've secured an Atomos. Come.
An Atomos? All skiff, no ship. Hardly fit for a leading man.
So I can fly it then? You mad?
Can't we go faster?
Not yet.
Bye-bye.
They passed. We've gone too fast. They'd have noticed.
Back in Bajeba.
Balthier, your handkerchief. I thought you might want it back.
I shall wear it close to my heart.
Perhaps you forget all that Ondor has wrought.
I do not forget, Majesty. It was by his counsel, dangerous though it may have been, that we were able to free you. You must meet with him, Your Highness, and give ear to his words. He may act in league with the Empire, but his heart is not.
It is as he says. I ought
What
not
are
have kept
those
Ondor at so great a
shorts,
distance for so long a time. I have played the fool.
You were only being cautious.
Majesty, I would ask you for some time. On our own, we struggle in vain to restore Dalmasca. I must search out some other way. Until I should find it, I would have Bosch remain at your side. Doubt him you may. But I measure his loyalty to Dalmasca no less than my own.
I know you would not speak so lightly. Very well.
Your hand just clipped your groin, Princess.
Keep her well.
You might want to see a doctor about
Go
that.
to Ondor and there await my return.
And we are back to being able to teleport. Which I may make use of. Because there's some good hunts here. I definitely want to buy Cura. So I need to get that from Mont Blanc. And that from Mont Blanc. But there's no point teleporting to go. No. To go and do that because I'm going to end up back at Rubbermaster anyway. Yep. Badra. I'm going for like an extra half an hour at least in case that's not clear.
When Vossler learned my father had been killed the night of the treaty signing, he returned to Ravenaster, there to aid my escape. There was still time before Vane's reach extended too far. We thought that you could protect me.
However, when I then made the announcement that you had taken your own life, I must have seemed a model citizen of the Empire. The announcement, you see, was Vane's suggestion. Of course, at the time I was reluctant, but I could not perceive his reasons. Now it is clear he meant to drive a wedge between us.
Halim, we are past all this. Boucherba must stand with us. We can stop Vane.
Stop Vane. He's just the consul at the moment. Operative words at the moment. He's not the one who's stopping.
I once knew a girl whose only wish was to be carried in her uncle's arms. Your Majesty is a woman grown now.
Then Boucherba will aid me.
Suppose for a moment you were to defeat Vane. What then? You cannot simply rebuild your kingdom with the only proof of your birthright stolen. Without that, the Grand Kiltias on Bo-Omises cannot and will not recognize your Majesty as the rightful heir.
So we need proof.
You may yet be a princess, but without proof of your identity, you are powerless. You will remain with me. We do nothing till the time is right.
I cannot just wait.
Then what does your Majesty propose we do?
Bash?
Uncle Halim.
Bash? You said something about something?
Incidentally, what is the going rate for rescuing princesses these days? Food would be a start. The good stuff, mind you.
This can be arranged, though it will take some time.
Time enough for a bath, I hope. Dirty business, you know. Best bring a change of clothes, too.
Says someone who's going to be in the same outfit for the entire game. I've never been that keen on the Stroll's design. It's just like bits everywhere.
What are you doing? This is Balthier's ship.
Actually,
it's
not. He stole it, so.
It's the proof that I need. I know where it's hidden. I'll return his airship later.
Are you crazy?
This is something that I have to do. Not only for myself, but for all those who have fallen. I will not be made to hide. I'll fight alone if I must.
You still have Bosch, right? Besides, you can't just go around stealing people's ships. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to concentrate.
That's quite enough, Your Majesty. What do you think? A bit over the top?
In my line of work, you never know when something like this might come in handy.
I'm trying to concentrate.
Why does he have that?
I'm leaving you with the Marquis.
You can't.
Trust me, you're better off staying here.
Suppose you kidnapped me instead.
Final Fantasy IX
You're a
flashbacks.
sky pirate, aren't you? Then steal me. Is that so much to ask?
What do you have that I would want?
The Dynast King's treasure. The Dawn Shard is but one of the riches that lie waiting in King Wraithwall's tomb.
King Wraithwall, you say?
Kidnapping royalty is a serious offense. It won't do much to lower the bounty on your head.
How much is the price on your head these days, I wonder?
Allow me to escort you in Vossler's place.
Will you be joining us?
What? Are you kidding? I don't want to stick around this place.
Then I'm coming too.
Canelo?
Don't leave me here.
Of course not.
The gang's all together.
We should leave before the Marquis realizes she's missing, like proper kidnappers.
But yeah, the Stroll's design, as I was saying, it's just sort of lumpy. I like the way that the bits at the back fold out for the engines. That's cool because I'm a sucker for folding mechanisms, especially complex ones. But the rest of the design of the ship It's just... Give me the High Wind, the Ragnarok. Any of those, any day. God, that bit of cutscene is so familiar from playing theatre with them because it's what the EMS for Final Fantasy XII starts with. And it's this piece of music that the EMS is for as well. Theme of the Empire.
Dr. Sid, does this set Draclaw?
I have confirmed he receives funds from Lord Vane. His agency in the fall of Nabudis is also certain. Yet, with Judge Zect, who led the assault, missing,
we'll meet him later.
The truth remains difficult to ascertain.
The long, cold years have clouded my eyes. I cannot see my own son's heart.
My lord.
This illness will claim me.
Yeah, unless you get, like, assassinated, for example. Hypothetically.
Who is to be my successor? The Senate fears the capable Peregrine Vane. They prefer a young, fledgling emperor. Gabranth, once in the past I laid siege to your homeland.
The Republic of Landis is long since gone. My allegiance lies wholly with the Empire.
Perhaps. But what of your brother? He did not accept us as you did. He fled to Dalmasca. Did you never think to follow him?
I follow his every move. He is an enemy of the Empire. He will be cut down.
So you would kill even your own brother for the Empire. Be that as it may, Gabranth, your ruthlessness is not without merit. But it must not become this way with Larsa. You must ensure that it does not.
So then you ask me to be his sword, to strike where he might not.
Rather be his shield. Gabranth, keep your close watch on Vane. His is the keenest blade of all.
My lord.
Do this for me, Gabranth. I could not bear to see my sons war with each other again.
He's not talking about Vane and Larsa. There were other sons. I mean, he's talking about he doesn't want to see Vane and Larsa do that, but he again is referring to other sons. The Wester Sand. Cloaking technology.
Wow.
Spooky.
This come in handy often?
It's tough being popular. Wouldn't want any admirers dropping in while we're away. Well now, that's as far as she goes. We'll be in yacht from here onwards.
Across the Sand Sea, to the Valley of the Dead, and to King Wraithwall's tomb below.
Varn, you going to ask what Yogg is so that it can explain for the audience?
Skystones don't work at all.
There we go.
That's why we gotta hoof it the rest of the way, you see?
Happy you get to teach me something for a change?
Well, if you want to be a sky pirate, you gotta know your... Hey, what do you mean for a change?
Come on,
At least we thought to bring entertainment.
Oh yeah? Says who? You want to see what they think about it?
I wouldn't be so confident.
I like that pair. I don't know why people hate them so much. I think they're fun. Right, anything worthwhile? A budge. That would be beneficial for Ash, but I can't afford it right now. Arrow, gravity, Cura. I really want Cura. Sell those. I'm not selling Phoenix Downs, they are too valuable to sell. Never know when I might need more. I certainly don't need 8 of any piece of equipment, ever. That's actually enough money, I think. Those helms have got me what I need. Excellent. Aero and gravity can wait. Unreally raise. Nice clear days, the elementals come out in droves. Right. Licenses. No, hang on, gambits. Ally any. Raise. And then Blinder, I don't need routinely anymore, so I can drop that and go to plus 30%. Cura. And the same. There. And whatever. I suppose I can leave that on just in case. Okay. Oh yeah, float magic. Of course. Oh hey, no. Oh yeah, this is the Strahls thing. This is what I find hilarious. That the anchor rope just fades. It's hilarious. Alright, let's go do some hunts. I don't believe I've got either of these already. And I've got that one, and that one. I actually have both of these already. Awesome. Okay, so the hunt for the rock toys. To Bajeba. If I'd read this first, I would have done it while I was there. I think I know where I'm going for this. The Western Skygrounds. In fact, I think I remember where the petitioner is standing, roughly. I think she is over here, somewhere. Yep. Accept. Run away, mines, site energy violet, site 2. I think site 2 is where... yeah, where we encountered Begamnon before. So I just need to retrace my steps back into there. Not this way? It is this way where I need to go. Yeah, okay. I just love the fact that I never need to go into a gambit shop ever again. So I got everything. Yes, I have. Nidog. Which I will actually encounter along the way, so I should prepare to fight it first, which means I'm going to want sleep, which I've got, actually, haven't I? Aha! Let's devote any... She needs the license for it. That's fine. Please tell me she can get it. She can't, can she? Oh yes, she can, it's there. Eesh. I need 50, 80. Another 50 LP. Right. Okay. This means I need to kill 50 things. Kill, kill, kill. Murder them all. I hear skeletons. Good source of gil. I might do a bit of grinding in here off camera after the stream. I don't know. Just to get, more than anything, just to get more gil. I won't do too much. I don't want to overgrind, but maybe a level or two and just a bunch of gil from loot. Kill them. Well, they're already dead, the skeletons. Press the button. So I can open this and go this way now. Probably... Wait. That was open before. When did that close? When I ran away from Camden? I don't know. I was about to run away and leave it, because Jane. Oh well. How am I doing on my license points? 61, Ash has 61. So I still need another 19. Okay, that's you. Which I'm just going to run past for the moment. Hello, treasure. Goodbye, treasure. Because I don't have the benefit here of Larsa like I did last time. So I need to be a little bit careful. Of course, Penelo can actually damage these guys with Cura, because they're undead. So if I get absolutely mobbed, I might consider that as a tactic. Because the more of them that are around, the more will be in the area of effect. Nello really needs charge. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, she's locked in because she's in the middle of something. Grief. Just kill them. Just kill them. finish off the ones that are low on health, so I haven't got as many on me. Okay, running away, running away, running away, running away, running away, running away. Too much. Overwhelmed. Why does Ash still only have 61 LP? Did I seriously not manage to... No, I did. I killed at least one. What the heck? Okay, let's get Penelo to charge. So I need 50. So another 40. Running around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, got to charge up Penelo. Oh, what I wouldn't do for high miss density right now. Okay, that's not so bad. I am out. It's a good thing that like all types of poison inflicted by anything ever anywhere are all the exact same type of poison killed by the same antidote, isn't it? It's really convenient. Let's kill off this one. Feels like she's gaining LP slower than she should be. It's really annoying, actually. More. Okay. Just try and do these one or two at a time so we get overwhelmed. Nice one, Penelo. 4 hits. Good. No? Really? No video just on my channel? That's so strange. You've actually come in like, I'll say at the end of the stream, but I'm still going. I was planning to stop like 7 minutes ago, but I need license points to do what I want to do, so here I am. Getting murdered by skeletons. Murdering and getting sample sets. Fair. That's 4 more. 4 more. Meanwhile, how's Penelo doing here? $25 more for her to get charged, which she desperately needs. I may have to disable the steel gambit. Yeah, disabling a steel gambit I think is a good move. The survival and the killing things quickly are more important at the moment, so killing things quickly, focusing one enemy down at a time, a bit more crucial while I haven't got Larsa helping me. Okay, that should be enough for Ash. And that was the thing I was really urgently in need of, because she's the one I'm going to have doing the casting here. Okay, what are Ash's gambits looking like? So let's do ally. For any sleep? Hang on, mate. Because if I put the thing to sleep, you can use fire magics. And then use foe. Fire weak. No, she hasn't got fire. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, the sleep tactic isn't going to work. So the whole thing of getting sleep for it was actually kind of pointless. Great. Do I have blind? I do not have blind. No, I can still keep that in, I guess. On the off chance that I interrupt its moves like once in 1,000 years. Make things slightly easier. Steal from the Nidhogg. Antidote. Woo, exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should take down the stealing. Just as one less thing to worry about. What is that over there? It's a skeleton. Almost done. Come on. Come on. Really? Okay, it's getting a bit relentless. 5 license points. There you go, nice. Let's just turn that off. I might hold on to Ash for a bit until Penelope's got enough to get charged, because she really needs charge. But I think that's where I'm going to leave it for this stream. Next stream I could do another 2 hunts. It's a high potion, that was worth stopping for actually. Nice. Give up and go away. Thank you. So let's just hand in for this hunt. Grey Serpent skin, I need that for something later, so I mustn't sell it. I wish you could mark items as like, don't sell this thing, because sometimes it's not obvious, because that is just a piece of loot, and I could easily accidentally sell it. Anyway, that's going to be it for this stream. I'll probably stream again tomorrow. Expect it more likely than not, I would say. But thanks for coming to this one, and I will see you next time.